Greetings and salutations. So, the Flash movie. I'm gonna sit there and try to keep this as non-spoiler as possible. Now, I may sit there and kind of reveal like maybe one or two things, but I'm gonna sit there and try to keep the spoilers to a minimum. Overall, I genuinely did enjoy this movie. Here's the thing about the Flash and just his personality. You are either going to really love his personality, really laugh, and just have a good time, or you are going to be annoyed for 2 hours and change. There is literally not a middle ground with this character. Um, what else? The running scenes. Okay. Listen, the special effects are amazing. And it's like, if you're going to do a Flash movie, this is the way that you want to go. With those running scenes, listen, if you watch the Flash TV show, and let's put it this way, no one runs the way that he doesn't run at this point. He pretty much ice skates. But it's just one of those things where it's like, you're kind of going to have to get used to it if you're going to enjoy the movie, because if you find it just completely silly and just extremely stupid, you're just gonna it's just gonna take you out of the movie. So it's just one of those things where it's like you have to put a lot of disbelief. I know it's a comic book movie, but even with that being said, there's certain things where it's like, I'm like, come on, bro, no one runs like that. There is what I will call fan service, right? And it is some really good and interesting fan service. Now, there's a part now. If you probably saw in the trailers or whatever, where it's like you have Supergirl and you have the two Flashes or whatever fighting. Let's put it this way: this whole scene is just what I want to call ham. They just go ham, and it's just like this is pretty amazing. Like this is genuinely good. It surprised me the way that we'll sit there and say that um, these Flash characters were just holding their own. If you watch, the other Justice League or whatever, it's like you sit there and think that there's just no way that they could sit there and even go against them. But the way that they do it in this movie is just it's just the bee's knees. Um, hmm. For me, when it comes to superhero movies and stuff, they don't generally tend to do a lot of make me feel something. But as far as emotions go, or like tear jerkers, as you sit there and say, but don't be surprised if you don't actually feel like that at some point. Um, hmm. I feel like that's about it. That's generally the only things I could sit there and say without actually um spoiling it. Another thing, if you see, for me, because I watched the Flash the TV show for I don't know, 8 years or 7 years or however long it lasts, there's a part of me that's just always sitting there comparing Grant's version versus this version. And it's one of those things where it's like you got to sit there and find a way to separate the two. And I don't just mean like personality. I mean just like things that, hmm, with the show, they was able to sit there and build up a lot of the stuff that he was able to do. I'm not going to sit there and say what stuff he does, but then when you watch the movie, it's just like, wow, okay, all right, damn, you know, it's one of those things like you watch the show and you see how it builds up, and then you watch the movie and you're just like, God, you just skipped a bunch of lessons. Okay, all right, that's it's pretty interesting. All in all, I would I would definitely sit there and say if you're a Flash fan, see the movie. Do not do not judge it by the first scene. I would sit there and say if you watch the scene, you know exactly what I'm talking about because it's not a bad scene. It's just one of those things where it's like, hey, we're going this route. Once you get past that part, it just it's good. So, ironically, when I woke up this morning, I did not sit there and think I was going to sit there and see the Flash. So I wound up wearing this shirt. You know, I took a picture if you saw it, and even somebody that walked past me, and I was on my phone or whatever, and I was like posting on like Twitter. Somebody was like, "Oh, nice shirt." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I was like, "Thank you." I was like, well, "I'm gonna be honest. I didn't actually plan on wearing the shirt to go see the movie. Like, I really did. It was a total coincidence, and it was just basically like, I don't feel like waiting to see this movie. Like, I really don't. So I was like, all right, cool. Anyway, take my I was gonna sit there and say take my words with a grain of salt, but all in all, I enjoyed it. Um, I think you enjoy it too. If you are a fan of the Snyderverse, fan of the Flash, and you are able to sit there and separate the two, which is actually pretty important. You're going to the movie, and you enjoy it. You enjoy it. This is a good movie. All in all, I would sit there and say. If you didn't sit there and see any of the other previous movies, I don't know what to really tell you at this point. Like, I really don't. You got to sit there and either watch the Justice League or something, or well, yeah, pretty much just Justice League at that point. Um, anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below about the Flash. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? What you like? What you didn't like about it? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.